Yesterday in a video, I did a solo money making guide for the Acid Lab in GTA Online because this week you can make double money on the sale missions for that business, meaning you can make upwards of $1 million every couple hours in game with the right strategies, and that's just with that one extremely solo friendly business. And in that video, I also asked you at the end if you wanted to see another video on a second money making method this week that got buffed with the double money bonuses, and you all said yes. So in today's video, we're going to be jumping into another set of missions that you can do that have some huge payout changes, and they're going to allow you to make tons of extra money really fast and really easy. And all these missions at most will take you about 10 minutes or so. A lot of times they're only going to take you about 5, and most are pretty fun in my opinion. So with that said, let's jump into things. The activities and the content that's on bonus money that we're going to be checking out today is going to be the Dax Figan Jobs, which normally pay you $50,000, but with double money NRP this week, you will be making $100,000. And basically with these Fooligan Jobs, they're pretty fun actually. They're basically just simple free mode jobs that can be conducted in any session type by any player in the game. And after the Fooligan set up the freak shop at the end of first dose 1, welcome to the troop, that is when you gain access to them, and all you need to do is contact Dax on your cell phone and hit request work to start doing Fooligan Jobs when he actually picks up the phone, which I'll show you right here. A lot of players are kind of wondering how you start these. Well, you need to actually start the first dose storyline. There's 5 total jobs in total. One of them is crop dusting, where basically you're tasked with destroying crops of legally grown weed by filling a duster with herbicide. You spray them over fields of the plants. There's also another one called heavy metal. That's probably my favorite one, where basically you're tasked with retrieving a Bobcat XL full of copper wire for 2 of his friends, and basically they're going to use that to make bombs for the Fooligans, so that's another mission. Liquid assets is yet another, where you have to go and destroy a weed farm run by the Epsilon program, and you basically steal some hazardous chemicals and poison the water supply by the farm, and it's basically a huge mission where you start tripping out and it's kind of crazy. Working remotely is another fun one for players because you have to rig a Go Postal pony with remote explosives, and then you leave it in a gang controlled area and then detonate it. And when you complete that mission, one of the rewards actually besides cash is unlocking the Go Postal outfit, and then probably the one I recommend players just don't bother with. Unfortunately, it's like the worst one you can get. It's just really kind of challenging and it takes a while. It's called Write-Off. You basically have to destroy several different Merryweather security convoys and then head over to a Merryweather depot that's holding deliveries for Big Pharma, and you need to blow that whole place up and destroy all the equipment and supplies there. But remember, it's extremely important to do these this week because not only do you get paid $100,000 per Dax Figan job that you're going to be doing in GTA Online right now with the double money, but also the weekly challenge of this week. All you need to do is complete 3 Fooligan jobs and you will earn $100,000. So 3 Fooligan jobs at $100,000 a piece is $300,000, and then a $100,000 weekly challenge bonus on top of that, meaning you're going to be making $400,000 for honestly just about maybe 25-30 minutes of work. The only unfortunate thing is with these Fooligan jobs is that there's actually a 48-minute cooldown timer on these. Now, to my knowledge, there's no way to skip it or bypass it. There used to be, but that got patched. But in this video, we're going to be checking out one of the jobs, and we're going to be jumping in right now and doing it so you can see how you can complete them fast, easy, and solo here with some huge payout changes for that double money. So funny enough, we have the Dax Figan job crop dusting, and believe it or not, I have not done this one on my PC account yet. I've gotten all the other Fooligan jobs over and over and over. I've never been able to get this one, and here we go. So we need to collect the hazardous materials from this bag, and then it's probably going to be time for us to start getting a plane, going to Paleto Bay, and crop dusting with this. So driving the Entity MT, one of the vehicles released with the LS Drug Wars update. I reviewed it in my buyer's guide on Thursday. Pretty cool vehicle. The only problem with it, and the only problem I have with it, I mean, the handling's great, acceleration, even the top speed of 131 miles an hour is also pretty good. But the problem with it is it does have engine resistance, so you know it could be faster. If you do have HSW vehicles because you're on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, well then you actually are gonna love this vehicle because it is HSW capable. I'm dead. You know what? I'm just gonna run these guys over right here. Let's see if I can hop out. Maybe take cover. I have not done this one yet on PC, so I actually have no idea what it's like. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold up. So this is one of the gunfights you're gonna get into. Keep that in mind. Definitely worth it to take cover, but you know what? I play GTA Online just like any other shooter where I just face tank everything. We're using the AK of all weapons. When was the last time you guys used this gun in the game, right? You'll probably see me use it every once in a while in my gameplays, but honestly, to this day, it still kind of melts. So here we go. We gotta hop in. There's one more guy here. You're dead. So we have 2 crop dusters, and now we're gonna need to go spray those fields down. Dude, this plane takes absolutely forever to take off, man. So that's probably the one annoying thing with this mission, is this plane is just so slow, dude. All right, about 1 minute later, we're coming up on the first grass farm. We gotta fly over and basically just spray the chemicals, and you'll see the crop health icon right there. So you wanna probably absolutely destroy these crops as much as you can. It looks like you're gonna need to make a couple passes. Keep spraying, keep spraying, keep spraying. Then we gotta make another pass. So let's turn this plane around. If you're only focused on the acid lab, then you might as well do this, because if you're a solo player and you just have the acid lab business, then of course you're gonna want to take advantage of the Fooligan Jobs once every hour. Probably basically by the time you buy supplies for Mutt, then you'll want to go do some of these Fooligan Jobs. But if you're looking to make an absolute meta way to make money, then this particular one isn't gonna be it. The Bobcat XL mission is totally worth it, in addition to the working remotely go postal mission. So I would say probably heavy metal and working remotely are the 2 best. Right off and this crop dusting one, but liquid assets is kind of right in the middle. It's just a little bit long and drawn out because of how many enemies you need to fight while you're tripping out on acid, but the mission itself is pretty fun, and it doesn't take that long overall. It's just longer than the mission needs to be. Rockstar kind of dragged it out just for the sake of the mission. And it looks like we do have a helicopter flying behind us, so that's great. That's gonna be really good. Here we go, crop dusting. 1 more farm remaining to the last one, baby. Here we are coming up on the last crop, so we're gonna try and go very slow over this, spray as much as we can, and then we're gonna make another pass. We'll probably need to do 3 in total, but maybe if I slow down just enough, we can get away with it. We'll have to see. This plane does not have a very good turning radius, really anything at all. I'm not even spraying where I'm supposed to be spraying. Here we go. You just gotta pass over low enough, and it looks like, yeah, we got a significant amount right there. We are going to need to make 1 more pass though, which is just fine. As you can see, that helicopter's behind us shooting at us, but it's not doing enough damage on us, so we don't really need to worry about it. We're done with this plane after this one. So even if you start smoking because of the heli, you do have a second plane to use for the next 2 farms. So, or sorry, the next farm.
If there's any tankers of that bullshit up there, you take them out.
Oh, okay. So now, okay, we don't need to use 2 planes. We just need to use 1, and now we need to go fly over and destroy a tanker as well. Okay, so I thought this mission was actually gonna take a while. It's still gonna, this one is gonna take us about 10 minutes, which honestly isn't too bad. Between all the flying and stuff like that, I'm honestly not too bothered by it. Oh, we're smoking, we're going down. All right, let's see, maybe if I can get to my car. Oh, our plane just stalled out, but we're here. I just need to hop into my entity MT. Somehow we made it. That heli wasn't able to shoot us anymore, but wow, that was kind of crazy. Oh my god. Okay, okay, slow down, plane. I need you to slow down, slow down, slow down. We gotta turn around. I want to hop in my car, and we're gonna go destroy this oil tanker. I don't even know where it is. It's driving down the highway. Okay. And you know what? Just for good measure, so this guy doesn't bother us anymore, because, you know, I can't stand this guy. I'm not even holding the railgun. There we go. Goodbye, sir. We're gonna get the heck out of here, destroy this tanker, and finish this mission. We're approaching the tanker right now. It looks like this thing's kind of moving, honestly. I'm just gonna throw a sticky bomb on it and blow it up. And there we go. Now all we have to do is leave the area. That was very, very simple. I thought maybe it would have like a little bit more health or something like that. But there you go. Mission passed, $100,000. That took us about 10 minutes here in game. And that was one of the longest variants. Of course, crop dusting and write-off are going to be the 2 longest. Honestly, working remotely as well as heavy metal, those are going to take you maybe 5 minutes at most. And then liquid assets may take you about 7 minutes. I think the longest amount of time spent during that mission is driving out to the actual grass farm that's located, you know, up near Paleto Bay, owned by the Epsilon program, and then you spend about a couple minutes fighting. Even if you die, you just respawn. There's no real risk to your character or anything like that. It's just basically all just one big bad trip. But it's part of the mission. Rockstar drags it out. So now here comes the part of the video where I start opining about all these missions and basically let you guys know my own thoughts and my own anecdotes. Are they worth it here in GTA Online? And I will just say, for solo players who just have the Acid Lab or they're new to the game and they're looking to get their first business, I obviously would recommend the Acid Lab besides something like the Agency or the Kasatka for Cayo Perico. I think the Acid Lab is definitely a very, very important and probably a top 3 investment for solo players in this game who are new to the game, beginner players, players with no businesses, things like that. For them, it's 100% worth it because they can use just about 10 minutes an hour to get one Fooligan job this week, get that $100,000, work on the weekly challenge where completing 3 Fooligan jobs nets you a $100,000 bonus, things like that. These missions are fun, they're fast enough to do with one player. Some of them are annoying, like the one we did in this video, just because it's a little bit tedious, but overall it is still fun. I got some satisfaction out of playing it. Video games are supposed to be fun, right? It's not supposed to be just about min-maxing, finding the best ways to make money. Is this the fastest way to make money in the game? Of course not. If you guys saw my Acid Lab money guide yesterday, then you want to combine that with the Fooligan jobs, obviously, to maximize your earnings. But like I said, video games are supposed to be fun. I'm trying to bring some different content here to the channel where, you know, I just basically talk about, as long as it's not like a contact mission and you make $12,000 for 15 minutes of shooting and you're not even going to cover your ammunition cost that you actually had to use on the mission itself, those probably aren't worth it. But when it comes to something like this, honestly, take a break from your Cayo Perico grinding and your Dr. Dre contract grinding. If you're just doing that over and over and over and you do 300 Cayo Pericos in a row before you do any other activity in the game, you're going to burn out and you're going to resent it. I always talk about this in my Red Dead Online live streams, my GTA Online live streams. It's good to switch things up in games like this. If you just try and focus on earning the most amount of money in the game possible for every second that you're playing this game, and you ignore the other 99.9% of content in the game, then yeah, the game's gonna get very, very boring. So definitely give it a shot. And then for people who have every business in the game like me, and you have, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars, or even honestly more money than me, there's people who have 500, 600, 700, 800 million dollars, $1 billion. Some people I think have $2 billion plus in this game at this point. It's kind of crazy. Is it worth it for those people? Well, guess what? Those are the people who have stuck with the game from the very beginning, and they're not afraid to just do a variety of different content while they play, because that's how they can stay entertained and actually play the game for that long to make that amount of money. So with all that being said, that's all the time we have for in today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we will keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With all that being said, once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.